Hey guys, happy Halloween! How goes life? I hope you guys are enjoying your day and all that jazz. It's been so long since we talked. And I want to fill you in on my weekend. I had such an amazing weekend. Like, oh my gosh, yes, there were faults, but I had an amazing weekend nonetheless. So let me tell you about it. All right, so Saturday, I went to a concert. I bought some tickets a couple of months ago to see Drew Hill, Jagged Edge, and Genuine in concert. Like, super excited about this whole thing. Like, I love Jagged Edge and Drew Hill. Genuine, not so much. I mean, like, when he was out and he was hot, then it was great. But like now it's just like, your music, like songs like Stingy, that's Cody. Songs like Stingy will always be my song. That will always be my jam. Differences, just like Stingy, but like everything else is like forgettable for me. But Drew Hill and Jagged Edge were gonna be there, so I was like, dude, I have to buy tickets. So I bought these tickets and I went to my concert. Now, the concert was in Atlantic City, and the whole Atlantic City part is going to be the next post, so please watch that, because it was foolish. But the concert, dude, was freaking amazing. It was in Caesars, Genuine was the first act up, and he performed the hits or whatever, and he was dancing, and I don't know why, but his sexy dance was like, it reminded me of Pee Wee Herman. I don't know why it reminded me of Pee Wee Herman, but it was like the Pee Wee Herman dance. He was humping the floor. He was running out into the crowd. He was doing a lot of weird stuff, Like, it was very entertaining, just not my cup of tea, personally. I don't know. Um, he did something that was really cool. All the artists who performed ended up singing other people's songs as well as theirs, and it was like this whole '90s thing, like '90s R&B, early 2000s R&B. That is my music. The way to my heart, like you guys know, books, music, my niece, my dog, horror movies, Golden Girls, but '90s R&B, early 2000s R&B, Lord, things you could get. But yeah, so like that. Anyway, that was Genuine set. Up next was Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge did okay. They performed my favorite songs. They performed Promise, love Promise. But in between the songs, they were kind of rambling. I don't really know what they were talking about, but there was definitely a lot of rambling on one of their parts. They have a new album out. Who knew that? So they have a new album out or whatever, and they were like, who bought our new album? And 3 people in the entire stadium raised their hands, and then they performed one of the songs from the new album, and only one person who raised their hand was singing it. Just stick to what we know. Like, you guys don't need to do anything more. You're legends. Like, we're good. So they were good. And then Drew Hill came out. I love Drew Hill, but specifically, I love jazz. No one understands. I don't even understand the love that I have for jazz, but jazz is my guy, and Never Make a Promise is by far my favorite song, and that is his song. And when he performed that, like, all right, first of all, I'm not the dancer in the family. If you've seen the videos of me dancing via my birthday, it is horrible. It does not get any worse than that. So I'm not the dancer. Yes, I'll do my little, rocking back and forth, a little twerking in my chair. But I won't dance, unless I'm under the influence. But Jazz came out and he performed Never Make a Promise, and I had to stand up. Like, I had to dance because that is my jam. Like, it was so amazing. And then aside from that, like, the group, they have a new guy. But does that mean they're making new music? His name is Teo. I don't know. But anyway, so like the group just performed like all of the songs. Beauty, These Are the Times, How Deep Is Your Love, 5 Steps, I Love You, just like everything. Dude, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. So amazing. Cisco even performed some of his songs, and his thing was like, it's a Drew Hill thing. I don't perform my songs, but this is our 20th, so let me perform. And he still got it. Like, everyone, they could sing their asses off. He can still dance his ass off. Nokia, I think, was on something, though. Like, he was doing the most. And like I said, all the artists were singing other people's songs. So at one point, Nokia started singing one of the songs from Purple Rain. Then he started humping the floor. I don't get the humping the floor thing. it's not sexy to me. You look crazy, but whatever. But like, oh my god, the show was amazing. And like in between sets, the MC, who's the guy from Video Music Box, I've said it to like 3 people and they all knew his name. I don't remember his name, but he was amazing. Nonetheless, like he was absolutely amazing. The DJ was dope. He played new school. He played old school. It was fucking great. Oh, and then there was this one part, like the cutest part. I'm looking at my food and I'm looking at Cody so much. This one part, the MC called this little boy on stage. He was the cutest little white boy. He was 14. He was like, "What kind of music do you like?" So the kid said he liked hip hop. So the guy was like, "Well, what kind of hip hop?" He was like, "90s hip hop." I was like, "Yes, 14-year-old little boy, yes." So they played All About the Benjamins, and they played Kim's part. I'm coming, Papa. They played Kim's part, and they had him dancing, and it was the funniest thing in the world. But then at one point, the MC cut the music. Was like, "Nah, you gotta grab your nuts, because I'm trying to get you a cougar tonight. I'm trying to get you some old coochie." He's 14. Like, what are we doing? But like, nonetheless, like the concert was simply amazing. Like, I absolutely loved it. And if I had a man, had my guy friend had gone with me, he would have had an amazing night. If I had a man with me, he would have had an amazing night. You give me Jagged Edge, Drew Hill, and I'm coming, Papa, and I'll even take Genuine mixed with other artist songs like other 90s R&B. Lord, he would have had a great night. But I went with my mommy, and we enjoyed each other, and she had so much fun. I don't think she knew half of the music, but it was awesome. It was great. Like, my Saturday was great. Stay tuned for the next part of this so that I can share with you the foolishness that was my hotel. But be happy, guys. Be merry. Subscribe to the blog, YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Thank you kindly. I can't turn it off. Where's the mouse?